Hello everyone, my name is Drew. Thank you for tuning into this video. Today's topic that I'm going to speak about is going to be fasting. I first started fasting roughly 8 months ago on the Amun-Ra protocol after I saw Dr. Nun Amun-Ra's interview in which he speaks largely about intermittent fasting of the period of 23 hours daily and then an hour feeding period. The first benefits I started to receive from this is I was able to slow down more and live in the moment. And also my productivity levels at work skyrocketed because I could work through lunches and be perfectly fine. I could work through all my breaks and be perfectly fine. I wouldn't necessarily need to have a break for anything. It's so profound. And also my strength was going up. I was able to lift more. That's largely because of while you fast, you are sort of in this state of reservation. Your body tends to think that it does not have the resources it needs. So when it doesn't have the resources it needs, it thinks it sort of needs to step up to the plate. I like to consider it. So therefore, you will be more productive and you will learn to transform into a more, as you could say, efficient organism, more efficient being that can run smoother. And as you fast, the more you get deeper you get into your fast, and the more glucose you burn off, and you start getting into your fat stores, you become very in the moment, and your body is in the state of deprivation, it believes, to where it thinks it needs something, and you're sort of in that fight or flight mode, and your body thinks that it's in a need for something, so you just kind of do it. And your body's like, well, prehistorically, we have had to hunt and gather and get food. So when we have been out of food, we have been our sharpest and we have been at our most agile, I guess you could say. And when you are comfortable, or when you tend to have everything that you need, your body wants to generally be lazy because it wants to be reserved. It wants to just get all the necessity things that it needs to carry out everyday life, and then it kind of wants to be lazy. But when you deprive it of one of the key things that it needs, such as food, for a certain period of time, then it starts to react to that, and it will start to sort of adapt and be like, okay, we need to do what we need to do to get our food. So therefore you can go large periods of time, like 23 hours, without eating, and then right before you eat, exercise, and you will be stronger than ever. At least that's what I acknowledge, because your growth hormone levels and your testosterone levels are way higher, and your body is largely thinking, well, we need to step up to the plate to get what we need. When I first started this, I was seeing large strength gains in the gym. I was getting personal records and all sorts of things. And it was very beneficial for just about all aspects of life, I think you could say. Because it improves focus largely, it improves attention span, and that is something that's beneficial for just about everybody in the modern day society. Other benefits you'll see is you will have a reduction in adipose tissue on your body, or fat storages. Your fat stores will largely diminish, and you will have a leaner look. You will look more lean no matter what you eat during your 1 hour period time. Because even if you eat garbage during that 1 hour period, your body will still have time to burn off the fat and the carbs that it has before you eat again. That's one of the large benefits that I have received from this lifestyle change, you could say. Another thing is, you don't have to spend all day eating. Sure, that is enjoyable, but there are other things you could go and enjoy in life that are more pleasurable or better hobbies. Because we're living in a nation where people recreationally eat a lot. Largely every time people get together, they're going to eat together. And that's perfectly fine, but not if it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your body never has time to use the energy you are consuming to be able to renew the body and renew the tissues. Because if the body is just running so full all day, so full of nutrients, so full of calories, it never has time to clean house or to clean up everything else. Because if your digestive tract is always full, then your body is always going to be putting a large amount of energy into emptying it. And then it can never empty out the other problems that your body has. Because the stomach and the intestines are like a pipe. All the body's toxins go to the area to go out to defecate, pretty much. So if the entire body's waste products go there, but it's also full of things you're continually eating and constantly consuming, then your body can't filter its waste very well. So that system will get backed up, such as a pipeline does. It will get backed up when there's too much gunk. That's why giving the system a break, giving your body a break from eating, is very healing on its own. And it also is very good for promoting growth. Another thing that's very important to do is to exercise. Because if you do not use these muscles while you're fasting, then they will over time diminish, as to everybody's will. When a muscle is not used, it atrophies and sort of goes away. Your body uses it for energy, because the less muscle you have on your body, the more efficient your body is and less calories it needs, which is good to an extent. It is not very ideal for a person to be a large bodybuilder. That is very unidealistic, because large bodybuilders have lots of calories that they put in their body daily, and then when they constantly put in all of those calories, they are just constantly hammering their digestive tract, for one, and two, it's very unsustainable. A lot of the big bodybuilders, they have to eat multiple meals all day long. That's one of their biggest hobbies, is they eat. It's because that's what they have to do to maintain their size. Whereas bodybuilders aren't even very strong. So the size is just a fake sense of accomplishment. It's a fake sense of security. It's a fake sense of, oh, I'm very strong, nobody's going to bother me now. So that correlates with fasting, because it will break down some muscle tissue, but you have to use your muscles to keep them around. You have to constantly stimulate them. That's why before you eat, you want to work out slightly before you eat, because then your body can use the energy it's getting to replenish the muscles and actually give the body the energy it needs for the next day and to replenish the body, rather than living in a cycle of 2, 3, 4 meals a day with snacking randomly throughout the day, where your body is always just constantly thinking about food, and you can never focus on other things like work projects or going out and enjoying time outside or reading or anything that a person would love to do as a hobby. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be more to come. Please leave some constructive criticism. Much appreciated. Have a great day. Peace and love.